What is up, and welcome back to another video. Today we will be ranking every single legendary sniper rifle inside of Borderlands 2 from worst to best. I will also be talking about my opinions and my thoughts on why I placed the sniper rifles where they are on the list. And if that is what you came to this video to see and hear, then you are in the right place. Let's not waste any more time. Let's go ahead and hop into our number 7 spot. Coming in at last place on our list today is the sniper rifle manufactured by Hyperion. It is the Invader. Now, if you guys do not know, if you want to achieve this piece of garbage sniper rifle, you are going to want to head to the Air Nexus Badlands and face a boss named Saturn. Saturn also has a tiny chance to drop the much rarer, much more sought after Hive rocket launcher. So if you are wanting to farm the Invader, make sure you look out for that as well. But in my personal opinion, I don't think any of you should farm this pile of trash sniper, because I honestly had such problems getting gameplay for this weapon in OP10. It literally made me want to delete Borderlands 2 off of my Steam library. That's how headache inducing it was trying to use this sniper for today's video. It can come in all different elements, and also not having an element, which is just that much more fun, right? Right? No, because listen, most of the time this gun drops with no element, which leaves you sitting there like, what the hell am I supposed to do with this piece of garbage? Because you know that in OP10, if elements are available on a weapon, you need them. Point blank, period. And even if you do happen to get a nice little shock element, fire, slag, corrosive, doesn't really matter, because this weapon isn't going to really get you past much, Buttercup. You're much better off throwing it off a cliff, and hell, maybe throw yourself off if you're going to use that gun. And coming in at our number 6 spot, we have a sniper rifle manufactured by Jacobs. This is actually one that I used to love back in the day when level 50 was the max level, but then Ultimate Vault Hunter came out, and yeah, you guys know where this is going. We have the Skullmasher. Now, if you guys do not know how to get the Skullmasher sniper rifle inside of Borderlands 2, what you guys are going to want to do is actually, after you complete one of the main story missions inside of Borderlands, this mission being the Wildlife Exploitation Preserve. Once you've completed that main story quest, you will then be able to farm a boss known as Son of Mothrak. Son of Mothrak is a legendary flying bird enemy that oftenly drops your loot through the floor. Yes, you heard it right. Often enough, the bird will drop your loot through the floor. Meaning that I have actually seen more Skullmashers fall through the floor than I have drop on the floor. Do I really need to say anything else? Okay, I was going to cut it there with the Skullmasher, but in all honesty, it is not that bad of a sniper rifle in the first 2 playthroughs. But once you get into OP10, it struggles to do pretty much anything for damage. It is hard to even use. I am being completely dead serious, honest with you people here. The Skullmasher does not hold up in late game at all. I've got nothing more to say. It's a Jacobs. It's not like you can get any elements on it, and it's pretty hard to get perfect parts on a gun like this when you're going to see half of them fall through the floor. And coming in at our number 5 spot, we have a sniper rifle manufactured by Malawan. This is one of my personal favorites, and I really have no idea why, but it is the Volcano. Now, if you guys are wondering how to get the Volcano sniper rifle, there are actually 2 different ways that you can get it reliably. One of them I just talked about in my last how easy is it to get, so if you guys want to check that out, I will link it down below. But the other lootable source for the Volcano sniper rifle actually is the end game boss inside of Borderlands 2. It is the Warrior. Now, both of the bosses that drop this legendary have an incredibly large loot pool, making it a lot harder to get than even the previous 2 sniper rifles that we talked about. The Volcano also being locked with a fire element has to be a bit of a downside for the weapon, even though in my personal opinion, I think it's still badass. But not every weapon can have its cake and eat it too, because unfortunately for the Volcano, it just falls a little bit short on the damage when it comes to when you get into Ultimate Vault Hunter mode. I struggle to get second wins with this thing a lot during the gameplay, and I think you guys will see how many times I'm probably going down. And I think that's the problem with a lot of these sniper rifles. It's that they do not hold up in the late game, and that is what makes them worse than the others. There are actually a lot of unique sniper rifles that I would rather use than some of these legendaries, and that's just sad to me. Just absolutely abysmal. because the legendary should be some of the best weapons in the game. The unique should not be better, but unfortunately that's the situation we're in, and that's the situation we got to deal with. And with that, let's go ahead and move on to our number 4 spot. Coming in at our number 4 spot, we have a sniper rifle manufactured by Hyperion, and this one is more unique than any of the others we've mentioned so far. You guys already know what I'm talking about, so no need to draw it up anymore. It is the Longbow sniper rifle. Now, if you guys do not know, this sniper rifle can be obtained down in the Caustic Caverns. I will show you the route on the screen to get to the Minecraft Easter egg. Now, if you guys do not know about this, well then maybe you've been living under a rock, or maybe you just haven't seen the sun in 6 years. But after you travel all the way through the Caustic Caverns, you will actually find these dirt blocks, which you will now see me on screen breaking through these dirt blocks, hit after hit, trying to get through, and then boom, you see some stone bricks, and you're like, oh shit, here we go. Stone bricks, breaking through them. Oh, here's some coal, breaking through it. And then you get through, and you're fighting a bunch of creepers. And then once you complete the gauntlet of creepers, a big badass creeper will come out, and there is the enemy you need to farm for your longbow sniper. This was always an interesting farm, especially when I was younger, because I used to play Minecraft. I'm sure a lot of us did, and pretty cool Easter egg, to be honest. This sniper honestly isn't that bad either. Surprisingly enough, the longbow surprises the shit out of me with the damage it does in Ultimate Vault Hunter mode. Now, you're not going to be able to take out many bosses with this thing, I'm going to be honest. But when I was using this gun for today's gameplay, I didn't have too many problems taking out mobs with this gun. Now sure, it is locked with the fire element, just like the Volcano, which does leave it right here where it is on the list. Maybe it could have been higher if it had other elements. But one more thing I also want to mention is that it shoots Minecraft arrows. If you sit there and watch how I'm shooting this gun, you will see Minecraft arrows coming out of it. I mean, what the hell? It's got to get some points there, right? Just the uniqueness, the damage that it puts out, it's not too bad. I mean, sure, it's a little mediocre at points, but overall, it's a pretty cool weapon, and I'm happy to put it right here at our number 4 spot. Coming in at our number 3 spot, we have an assault rifle obtainable from only a raid boss in the game, that being Terramorphous. That's right, you guys know what it is. It is the Pitchfork, ladies and gentlemen. Now, when I was making this video originally, I thought for sure the Pitchfork was going to be at my number 2 spot, but I came to a realization that the Pitchfork is not the easiest P to get in the pod. What I mean by that is Terramorphous has a very large loot pool. You have all of the class mods in there, which you will automatically get one every single time. You have the Blood of Terramorphous, you have the Teeth of Terramorphous, you have the Breath of Terramorphous, you have the Pitchfork. You have this, that, and the other thing. And I didn't even mention the hide. There are so many things that can drop from Terra, which makes this number 3. Because it is actually pretty damn difficult to get yourself a pitchfork. In my time playing Borderlands, since 2012, I have seen maybe 4 or 5 pitchforks drop from Terramorphous. That is a low number. Now sure, I haven't poured thousands of hours farming for a perfect hide like some players have, but I have put my fair share of couple hundred hours into Terramorphous. But let's talk about the weapon now, because it can come in all elements and even no element, which sucks the worst. We know, we don't need to talk about that again, do we? But when you get this thing on a fire element, when you get this thing with a corrosive element, you are going to be melting through enemies like no other. I mean, this thing is a beast of a weapon, and I can't even deny it. If you guys haven't used the Pitchfork, go out and farm Terramorphous. You're going to need to beat the entire story, and then go to Patricia Tannis and pick up the mission. You will die seriously. And I believe in you. You're not going to die, but you might. And coming in at our number 2 spot, we have a sniper rifle manufactured by Jacobs. This one you can achieve in the Commander Lilith's Fight for Sanctuary DLC. It is the Amigo Sincero. Now, if you guys do not know, after completion of the Commander Lilith's Fight for Sanctuary DLC, a mission will then become available to you from Brick called BFFs. After you complete this mission and turn it in, you will then get the Amigo Sincero. Now, with this sniper, it automatically gets a lot of points thrown onto it for being so easy to get. All you have to do is do a simple side quest, and there you go. You've got yourself one of the best legendary sniper rifles in the game. Now, unfortunately, it is locked with a blade attachment onto it, meaning that if you're not playing Krieg or Zero, have fun. because you've got a blade on this thing. Seriously, if you're not a melee character, this thing does kind of blow, and I honestly probably should have ranked it a little lower on the list, but you know what, screw it. I like this gun. I think it's beastly. I think it's 10 times better than the Skull Masher, and it also can knock off helmets like Pyro Pete and also armored enemies. You guys know what I'm talking about. This thing is basically just a beefed up trespasser at the end of the day, so what else can you really say? You're going to be able to shoot straight through their shields and not even have to worry about it, which I always thought was really unique and super interesting, because I never would have thought of anything like that for a weapon. And now sure, you could just say it is just a legendary trespasser, but you know what? I don't give a shit. This is my list. No, but in all seriousness, please attack me down in the comments below. I love to hear your guys' opinions. And coming in at our number 1 spot, we have a sniper rifle so predictable in a spot that even Helen Keller saw this one coming. It is the Lyuda. And if you guys are not aware of how to get this sniper rifle, you guys are going to want to complete the Good, the Bad, and the Mordecai. In this quest, you will take on 2 enemies, Mobley and Gettle. The enemy that actually drops the Lyuda sniper rifle is Gettle. This sniper rifle can come in all elements, and in my opinion is one of the easier legendaries to get on the list. While you're there, you also have a chance to get the Varuk assault rifle from Mobley, which I don't know about you guys, but I have actually come out doing 1 run of these guys and getting both legendaries in the same run. Comment down below if you guys have ever seen that, because that's a cool feeling. But enough about that garbage, let's go ahead and talk about the Lyuda, because this thing is a monster, and I mean a monster. If you want to talk about the perfect sniper rifle for Zero, this is it. And I'm here using it on Salvador in the gameplay like a dumbass, but anyways, discard that. If you guys are playing a Sniper Zero and you do not have every single element of the Lyuda in your inventory, then what are you doing? Because this gun is an absolute tank on Zero. It takes everything that Zero does good and ramps it by 100, because the fire rate of this weapon, the DPS of this weapon, the super fast reload of this weapon. I mean, there's just so much to talk about. You're not going to die very often if you've got a Lyuda in your inventory. And I just want to stress that fact. But you know what? We're all nutcases to some regard. And with that, I really do hope you all enjoyed this video. And if you did, please smash a like on it and subscribe down below if you're new. And I will see you guys in the next one.